Hello, everyone. I welcome you all to a new session of Sahaja Yoga Meditation. It's really great to have you all on board. I hope all of you had a good weekend, a good week so far, and that all you're all ready to enjoy once again the beautiful experience of meditation. So I'm going to be the lead for today, and today we are going to talk about the qualities of the chakras, of the energy centers within ourselves. And so I would like to have the chart on the screen so that I can refer to it. Right. All right. So by now we already know that within ourselves, there is a subtle system, a subtle body, which is formed out of energy channels and out of 7 energy centers. So these energy centers are extremely important, and overall the subtle system is extremely important because these are our roots. I mentioned before that every center, every energy centers has particular qualities, and more than just qualities, they are actually fundamental powers that we have as human beings within ourselves. So I'm going to start with the first energy centers, which is right at the base of the spinal cord in the chart. And you can see it in red color, and it's got the number 1 on it, that the first energy center. And the fundamental quality or bunch of qualities, so to say, are basically innocence, purity, and pure wisdom. And so all of us are born and we come in this world. And if we look around, all the children are very, very innocent, and they're very, very pure. And, it's just a pleasure to be around children, right? We all have this complete innocence within. We are born with it. We are born with this great treasure of purity within ourselves. But as we advance in life, as we go through all types of experiences, sometimes bitter experiences, we don't trust this innocence within ourselves anymore. And there is always, sometimes people have this misconception that being innocent makes you vulnerable and that you're easy to be taken advantage of. But actually, the innocence is a power within ourselves which grants us protection. So when we start meditating, when this energy, the Kundalini energy awakens, and when she passes through these energy centers, she purifies them, right? And it's very easy to regain our innocence and purity after we start meditating. What goes against this energy center and what goes against the principle of this energy center is a licentious life, is what actually makes this center become very imbalanced, right? So as I said, once we meditate, we really the innocence and the purity within ourselves get restored, and we enjoy those qualities once again, and we recognize them as great powers within ourselves. We're going next to the second energy center, which you can see in yellow color, just above the first energy center. This is called as Swadhisthana chakra, and the first energy center is called as Mooladhara. So not to worry at this point too much about about the names of the energy centers. You will surely learn them slowly, gradually. And not to worry if you're not able to remember everything that is being presented today. And I'm going to try to be very brief because we want to focus on the experience, right? So the qualities of these energy centers are creativity, pure attention, and pure knowledge. So creativity is something that really awakens within us after we get our self-realization, and it manifests in different forms. And it's not, it's something very precious, because what we create, right, after our self-realization becomes of eternal value, because whatever we create, whether it is, food, right, or whether it is art, it has vibrations. And when it has vibrations, then these vibrations spread to other people. And so, in a way, in a very subtle way, we help them in their spiritual growth as well. For example, if we cook food and we put our vibrations, the divine vibrations, because now we are realized souls, so we meditate, right? So our hands carry vibrations. So these vibrations go into the food. And then when we serve this food in a very, very subtle way, this food becomes very benevolent to the stomach or the Nabhi chakra, which is the energy center, the third energy center. Or, if we play music, that itself, then the vibrations flow. And it's a very, very beautiful way in which we contribute so significantly to the society, right? Another important quality is the pure knowledge or the divine knowledge. And this is what we really have to ask for when we receive our self-realization. If you all remember the first class when we did the self-realization experience. And throughout our life, we all aim to acquire knowledge in so many forms. But this knowledge is not a knowledge which is given in universities or academies or school. This knowledge comes to us directly from this divine energy which resides within us. And it is the divine knowledge. What is the divine knowledge? As human beings, unless you experience this knowledge, unless you practice this knowledge, you won't know what it is. But to give you some, a very, just to give you an example, when we meditate and we have the vibrations, we have vibrations in our hands, we can very easily check whether a certain thing is good for us or not. So that's the knowledge that vibrations give us, right? We may find ourselves in a very tricky situation, and a normal person may not know what to do. But as people who meditate, as we are connected to the all-pervading power, as soon as we have that desire within that, I would really like to experience the power of meditation at this moment, because I'm facing this situation. So how, what am I supposed to do? And then the solution just comes to you. It's that this pure knowledge manifests in so many ways, right? And the other quality, which is very, very important, is the pure attention. I would just like to mention that what you see on the chart are the energy centers on the central channel, right? But we also have the left channel and the right channel. And these centers, all of them, also have their correspondence on the left channel and on the right channel. So if we talk about the Swadhisthana chakra, which is the center number 2, we're going to have an aspect in the center, which is the central Swadhisthana. We're going to have an aspect on the left, which is the left Swadhisthana. And also there is the right Swadhisthana chakra. So the creativity belongs to the central aspect of this energy center. The divine knowledge belongs to the left aspect of it. And then the pure attention resides in the right Swadhisthana chakra. And Srimataji tells us that the attention is the surface of our awareness. And the first thing that gets enlightened when we get our self-realization is our attention, because we jump into a new awareness, into a new dimension, and we realize what? We realize that there is a divine energy within us. We realize that this energy can awaken within us. We realize that it gives us vibrations. We realize that now we can experience the true state of meditation, and that we can get connected to the all-pervading power. And not only, this is not given to us as a theoretical knowledge. This is given to us as an experience, and all we have to do is simply grow into it. All right, so let's move on to the third energy center, which is at the level of our stomach, right? So it's very important to have, you know, nourishing food, which is vibrated as well. And there are ways by which we as real eye salts, we can vibrate the food as well. We will talk about it in a next class. So on the left-hand side, the quality here is the inner peace. And the inner peace is what? It's a state, inner peace, right? The world is so disturbed nowadays. And, you know, we as human beings have been trying to find solutions to whatever is going on. But the truth is that there cannot be peace in the world unless each one of us, every individual, has the inner peace within. And this is a state to be achieved. And think of the meditation state. What is that? That's a state of complete peace within, isn't it? So the inner peace comes to us when we are in the state of meditation, and when we are able to extend the state of meditation throughout the day. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. It is possible to attend to all the tasks that we have during the day, and it's possible to be very efficient, and you know, but that, and it's possible to do that in meditation, and then we become very efficient in doing whatever we need to do, and we put our vibrations in whatever we do. And then once again, that contributes to our own inner growth, to our own spiritual ascent, as well as to the spiritual ascent of everyone around us, right? So it works multidimensional. That's why it's so important. Every one of us who really has the experience of the state of meditation contributes so much in so many ways and so subtly. On the right-hand side, the center's quality is the strength of our attention. There's so many beautiful lectures that Sri Mataji has given about attention. And what she tells us is that when we are evolved enough, then our attention becomes extremely powerful. And just sitting here, we can just focus our attention on a particular issue, whether it is a personal issue or a family issue or a world issue as well. And just with the attention, with our pure attention, we can contribute to solving the problem, right? So that's so great, isn't it? And this phenomenon becomes so powerful when we collectively do it, when there are so many of us who aspire to grow spiritually and who meditate, who sincerely practice this in their daily life. And in the center, the main quality, the main power is what we call as dharma, which is a Sanskrit word. Is difficult to explain it, to translate it through a single word in English, but I'll try to explain it. It's basically the fundamentals of being a human being, all the qualities, all the the set of values that makes us human beings, basically. And when it happens, when human beings fall from that, then they fall in their awareness, right? I mean, I don't want to really give an example to what that means, but it's basically, respecting, fulfilling your duties, right? Like just simply being very good human being, simply, fulfilling everything that you're supposed to and doing it from the heart, because that comes so naturally to you, right? And being otherwise is wrong and is not natural. But then that comes again, not all the human beings are like that, right? So this quality awakens within us when we meditate, and we naturally become like that. That becomes our nature, just being so moral and being so honest and sincere and kind to everyone and contributing in all the ways possible becomes our nature, right? So all these qualities awaken in us spontaneously. Some of us many of us, all of us actually, those who have been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation for a while, if I think of myself, looking at myself today versus what I was, a couple of years back, or what I was before, knowing what meditation is, before knowing how to meditate, and before actually meditating, that was, I can truly say that it's been a great journey of growth and spiritual ascent. Okay, I am being prompted because time is short, so I'm going to be really short from now on. The fourth energy center resides right here in our heart. It is the central heart. It is called as Anahat, or the heart chakra, right? The main quality here is self-confidence and confidence in the divine power, confidence in the future, confidence in everything we do, confidence in ourselves, and confidence in everyone else. And this is not confidence or faith or trust, if you want, but it's not blind faith. It is a faith that is based on experience, and that's why it's the true enlightening faith. And again, that comes to us through the many beautiful experiences that we have in our life, which are triggered by the state of meditation. The fifth energy center, right here at the neck, on the left-hand side, the quality is not to feel guilty. So when we feel guilty, we escape the situation and we're not able to face it. And what happens is that we get into a loop of, it's a vicious circle, right? And we feel bad, and then we don't face it, and we feel bad again, and so on. But then that doesn't help us not do that mistake, not commit that mistake again. So what Sri Mataji tells us, that at this left Vishuddhi, at this point, at this level, what we have to do is face the situation, face ourselves. I've done that wrong. I accept. I'm not going to do it again. And that's it. No guilty feeling. Okay, forgive yourself, forgive everyone else. At the central aspect of it, it's basically the quality of staying detached. So we are now connected to the all-pervading power, and we are much above everything else. We have this cosmic view over the whole thing. We know now we have a purpose to our life. We know how to fulfill it. We know we have a path. There is a path we are on, and we're progressing every day. So whenever we face critical situations, something happens that we get into a state where we can just see it as a drama, and that state solves the situation. The solution just comes to us again, to be experienced. At the sixth energy center, the forehead chakra, called as Agya chakra, the main quality here is forgiveness. So that too comes very naturally to us, because we realize the best is to leave it all to the divine power, and that solves everything, right? And that makes us so powerful, because only powerful people can forgive. And the seventh energy center is the Sahasrara chakra, the lotus with 1,000 petals. And all the centers are integrated in this seventh energy center. So all the qualities are here in this center as well. And the main what happens to us is that we get integrated with the divine power. And as a result, we get integrated with ourselves. We will no more be in a situation when our brain tells us something, our heart was something else, and our attention is all scattered, and we are not, we like, what are we supposed to do? That can be the state of human beings before realization, before they evolve, but not when we are realized, not when we are completely one with the divine power, right? Then we are completely integrated. And what happens to us is that we get into a state called as doubtless awareness, a very high state of evolution, when we have no more doubts about ourselves. Whatever happens, we can see the reason for that. We can see the drama. We understand why it happens, right? And truly speaking, we live life as human beings a divine life as human beings. Let me just put it this way, okay? So what we are going to do now, we are going to have a foot soak. I hope we are all ready. And let me ask you, Karen, are you ready with a foot soak, or do you need 2 minutes to get ready?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm ready. We're all set.
So what we are going to do is we are going to have a foot soak and a meditation, and we are going to just meditate on every energy center with a pure desire that our motherly energy enlightens these qualities within ourselves and that we really experience these powers in our life. All right, so what we do, let us just take a moment to take our attention within, to settle within ourselves. We can close our eyes. And let us give ourselves a gentle reminder that this is the sacred time of meditation. It is the sacred time for our spiritual ascent. And with that feeling in our heart, let us raise our Kundalini energy slowly from the base of our spinal cord. Let's make one knot above our head. Let's do it again. Two knots above the head, and let's do it the third time. And the third time we're going to make 3 knots above our head. And let's take the bandhan of protection from the left hand side to the right and back. Let's do it the second time, the third time, 4, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh. And let's join our hands and simply ask our divine energy within, Mother, please take us into meditation. All right, so we are going to start by vibrating the foot soap water. And we're going to use the right hand for this. We're going to give it like to make circles above the water clockwise a couple of times. And now let's put our feet, let's dip our feet in it, in the bucket. So let's start by meditating on the first energy center, the Muladhara chakra. So let's take the right hand towards Mother Earth while the left hand stays open. We can take our attention on the Muladhara chakra at the base of our spinal cord. And all we have to do is ask our motherly energy by repeating these fundamental affirmations. And while doing that, let's just be in meditation. So let us say, Mother, please cleanse our first energy center, the Muladhara chakra. Mother, Please awaken and establish within the purity, the innocence, and the divine wisdom. Let us sincerely ask, Mother, please let us experience the power of innocence, purity, and divine wisdom in our lives. Let us now take the right hand on the Swadhisthana chakra, which is a little bit below the belly button. This is the second energy center. And here let us ask the divine energy within, Mother, please come in my second energy center and please cleanse me. Mother, please let the divine creativity manifest completely within me. Mother, let me enjoy the divine creativity in my life. As we go on repeating these fundamental affirmations, we would surely be experiencing that our meditative state deepens. Let us place the right hand on the third energy center at the level of our belly button. Mother, please come in my Nabhi chakra, in my third energy center. Please cleanse and nourish my third energy center. Mother, please establish within me the inner peace, the complete satisfaction. Please let all the qualities of the third energy center manifest within me. Let us take the right hand on our central heart in the middle of our chest. Mother, please come in my central heart. Please remove all my fears, all my insecurities. Please establish within me the enlightened faith. Mother, please establish within me the enlightened faith in myself, in you, in the all-pervading divine power. Let us place the right index finger on the central point of our neck. This is the fifth energy center. And once again, let us request, Mother, please come in my fifth energy center. Please nourish and cleanse my fifth energy center. Mother, please give me the state of a witness so that I can see your cosmic play. Mother, please give me the power of the enlightened speech. We can now bring the right hand on our forehead. We can bow our head a little bit. And here let us request, Mother, please establish within me the power of forgiveness. Mother, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. And now at the seventh energy center, let's place the right hand on the top of our head. Let's push back our fingers and give a little bit of pressure on the scalp. And let's move the scalp 7 times. And every time, let us ask for the establishment of our self-realization. So let's say, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Once we are done, we can bring back our right hand and let us rinse our feet with a clean water. And we can place the bucket on the side so that we can peacefully meditate. So let us remain in the state of silence, of meditation for a couple of moments. And this is the state when we give the chance to this divine energy to completely cleanse us and to completely nourish us. If there are any thoughts, we can say, I forgive. We're going to now continue meditating while watching this short excerpt of a video of Sri Mataji from one of her lectures, and let us look out for the vibrations. So let's keep our hands open and let's see what we feel in our hands while maintaining the meditative state.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. First of all, we have to know what is the truth. People are seeking, seeking, seeking all over, but they don't know what they are seeking and what should they get after they are seeking. This seeking can lead you into many diverse directions. Some of them could be very, very dangerous and absolutely misleading. And many must have also felt that. I'm sure there are many who have found it out, but they think there is no way they can return. The seeking is very simple to understand, that you want to know yourself. All the time we say, I want this, I like this, I that. But who is this I? What is it? Who is this one myself? What am I? Do I know anything about myself? It's very superficial knowledge we have about ourselves. Everybody has said, all the religions have said, you should know yourself. There's no difference on this point. Actually, in all religions, if you go in the essence, there's no difference. According to time, it was a little bit stressed on one point and sometimes on another point. But the fundamental thing is that you have to know yourself. And how do you know yourself is the point. People will say, do this, give up everything, give up your family, give up everything, wear this kind of dress, cut your hair or shave your hair and all that nonsense. It's so outward. If you put little bit of your intelligence, you'll see it's all outward. It's so skin deep, it has no meaning. So what has to happen? We talk of a last breakthrough of the evolution. How do you achieve it? When you are evolved up to the state of human beings, we have to know one thing for definite, that there's something missing within us. Otherwise, world would have been a most beautiful place, the paradise to live in. But something wrong with the human beings, and what is that? Is to understand how we have come through evolution. And as human beings, there are so many things of the animal stage lingering within us. The way we talk, the way we try to appraise others, the way we talk to sort of dominate others, the way we want to snatch everything, the way we are only worried about our food, this, that, all this is not really noble human beings' sides. These are all lingering from that animal instinct. All right, we have to accept, because we are human beings, so they are to be there. The thing so much frightening. But also we have one more thing, that we think. And we think and think and think and think, knowing of ourselves sometimes. Sometimes we think we should protest for this. Sometimes we feel that we must become very violent. All these things are coming from our human mind. Animals won't be violent for something just for violence sake. They'll be violent, all right, but for their own purpose of killing some animal or something. But here we have groups and groups of people who just enjoy violence. This is another development in the human awareness, I think, that we enjoy destruction of others. But also there is a seeking. This is a sign that people want their evolution. They want to evolve into a better personality. That they want to become something which is complete. Now, how do you achieve it? Now, I must say that we have not achieved our evolution ourselves up to the human level. So, to achieve a higher awareness, there must be some arrangement between us. And that is the arrangement we are not aware of. And that arrangement is that within you is the power, it's your own power to give you this last breakthrough through the awakening of that power. Already you have been told about it. It exists, it is there, and it is the right of every human being to get his self-knowledge, self-realization. Sahaja, Saha means born with you. With you is born the right. And why should we not ask under fundamental rights society that we should have our self-realization, which is your own. It is there already placed within you. You don't have to do anything. Of course you can't pay for it. How much did you pay for your evolution so far? And how can it be different from different people? Because in every human being, this power, which we call as Kundalini, exists, whether he is white, black, yellow, blue, any color. Whether he belongs to north or south, any place. Whether he belongs to this country or that country, they all have this power universally placed in their Kundalini. Even if I say everybody has a heart, so why should you have differentiation? But this mind, this human mind creates this differentiation and this problem saying that, of course, they are not of our country, they don't belong to our group. And like animals, again, we start getting into groups. Groups of different, denomination. Like some people have their fork and spoon put this way, so they are one group. Some people drink coffee, so they have a group like that. We are very good at forming groups. This is also animal instinct, I think, that we try to form groups of such stupid things. And then we can have wars, because we must fight. We are a group, something great, so we should fight others. All these instincts that are within us are inheritance. They have come to us. They say it is in our genes. Still, can we change the genes? Can we transform our personality into something higher? And for that, I tell you, there is a power within us. All of you have that power within you. And what does it give you? It passes through 6 centers, as told to you. It nourishes it, it integrates it, and ultimately it pierces through the last spontaneous bone area. We can call the actualization of the baptism, and is connected to the all-pervading power of divine love. Again I say love, divine compassion and divine love. So you get connected to that power which is all-pervading. If you ask a doctor who runs our heart, he'll say it's the autonomous nervous system. But who is the auto? Who does all these things? Who does all the living works? Look at these flowers, beautiful. Who has made these flowers? It's different flowers. How does this mother differentiates and how she gives all these flowers? Do we think about it? We take it for granted. All living work, we take it for granted. but it is done by this divine power. Believe me, there is this divine power around us which protects us, which looks after us, which guides us, and also, above all, it loves us and it cares for us. It wants that we should all receive the blessings of this all pervading power.
Let us enjoy the meditative state for a few more minutes. We can open our eyes and let's open our hands at the level of our heart. Let us see what we feel in our hands. Just observe. Let's take the right hand on the top of our head, a little bit above, and let's see what we feel. And let's try it with the other hand as well. All right, and before we conclude the meditation, let's join our hands and very sincerely thank our motherly energy. Mother, we thank you for evolving us. Thank you for our self-realization. Thank you for giving us the pure knowledge. Mother, please give us our spiritual ascent. And we can now raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Let's do it together slowly. We can make one knot above the head. And the second time, two knots above the head. Let's do it with a desire that this energy stays up and she keeps us connected to the all-pervading power. And the third time, three knots above the head. And let's take the bandhan of protection from the left hand side to the right for the Mooladhara chakra. For the second energy center, Swadhisthana. For the third one, Nabhi. For the fourth one, Anahat. For the fifth one, Vishuddhi. For the sixth one, Agya. And for the seventh, Sahasrar. I hope you all had a beautiful meditation. Um, a little announcement before we proceed. Um, just because we know it can be challenging in the beginning to form a pattern of daily meditation, and because we really want to come your way and help you with this, we would like to tell you that we have global online programs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you're attending this program on Wednesday, you can skip if it doesn't work for you, and you can attend both if you want. But these programs, these sessions are basically led by many Sahaja Yoga practitioners from across the USA, and they have been initiated with this purpose to help the new practitioners to come into a pattern of daily meditation, right? And so how it works is that they start at 8:45 p.m. They only last for half an hour, and it's only foot soak. So there is no interaction. You don't need to, nor will you be able to turn on your mic or your camera. You can just join, have your foot soak ready, meditate with a lead, follow the instructions, and then it takes about 25 to 30 minutes basically every session. So it's in this way, it's really very convenient because it doesn't take very long. It's not like a full session of 1 hour, and it's regular. It's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and so it can be very, very helpful, especially to those who really want to meditate daily, but for a reason or another they find it challenging. So that being said, next week we have another beautiful session for you all, and we are going to talk about the vibrations and about what we are supposed to feel, or what if we are feeling or not, right? It's not a problem if we don't. Every single seeker is unique, so we are all different and unique, but we just want to understand how do we decode what we feel in our hands. And if we don't feel anything, then is that okay? Of course it is. It's a journey, right? So we'll talk about all of that next week. It's going to really help us understand much more about what Sahaja Yoga meditation is, about what vibrations are. After all, what are these vibrations, right? And everything related to it. And so I would really love to hear your experience. And Karen, I'm so happy you could join us today as well. Would you like to share with us how you found the meditation today, and how your experience was today?
Sure. It was really good. I think it was like a deeper meditative state than I've had before. I will say, I just wanted to share this experience, and it was kind of funny because you always ask, does anybody meditate, in between the classes? And I do a pretty good job of doing it the day after. And I did that last Thursday after our class, and I had an experience where on Friday, at the end of the day at work, somebody dropped some just sort of, I wouldn't say bad news, but not a happy thing on me late in the day, like right before the weekend was supposed to start. And I thought, what a crummy thing to do, right? They wanted me to talk to someone about this negative thing, and they weren't even there to do it themselves. And I thought, I'm not doing it. So ordinarily, this would have bothered me all weekend, right? I would have like run over it in my head over and over, and I would have thought about like what's going to happen on Monday, and I would have let it like ruin my present my present time. And I had a nice day planned on Saturday with my sister that I had been looking forward to. And I really think it was the yoga that just did not allow that like energy to come at me. I didn't internalize it like that. I stayed really present in the moment, and I enjoyed my weekend. And I just really, I really saw a difference because I know how I usually would react, and it would have just like run and turned in my thoughts all weekend long. And I would have come in Monday all like ready for, a combative kind of conversation, and none of that happened. And I really think it was because I was able to sort of, I don't know, manage my energy and just not go that way. It was a very big difference.
I am so happy to hear this. And an amazing experience, and I'm so happy you started to get these experiences, because it cannot be certified by anyone else but you. So it's your own growth, it's your own relationship with your own motherly energy, and we are here to help, and to help each other to grow together.
Mhm.
And it's your own, and it has to be certified by you. And I'm so happy that you had this experience. That's really amazing.
Oh, it was so different, and I've never had it before. I was like, I could only attribute it to, the meditation and learning more about it, and being able to use it. So thank you. It was great.
Well, thank you for sharing this. So, if it is convenient for you and it works for you, try to join. We'll get back to everyone with an email and
Okay.
everything. So try to join those short foot soaks, right? I'm sure it will help you a lot.
Okay, great.
All right, thank you,
All
Karen.
right, Kalawati, thank you so much again.
Okay, thank you. And thank you to all of you for joining. It's great to meditate even in a small group of five. So, hope all of you enjoy a great rest of the week, and hope all of you have a beautiful weekend, and see you all next Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.